Dia 5 de junho de 2025, 7h29. Não estou exatamente onde eu parei na jogatina passada, porque eu tava ajeitando o som, mas eu acredito que seja bom. Ó, morou? Tá melhor. Obrigado, meu bem, por ter falado que o som tava horrível, que tava mesmo.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here from the book? Math. It's really difficult.
Eu não lembro onde eu parei.
Really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean.
Chapéu!
It does. Yes, I bet it looks good on you. Really bright. I have to get back to my homework now.
Tá bom. Deixa eu só... Um segundo. Pronto, meu retorno tava me incomodando. Não gosto de ficar me ouvindo. Prefiro escutar só o jogo. Aqui eu lembro que eu olhei. Tem um negócio aqui.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Essa mulher é muito chata.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
Ai, credo.
It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? Not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtain. No. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and the polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Won't you feel compelled to look at the book?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more
É.
alluring they become.
Acho que é meio óbvio.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
Tá. Eu vou olhar o resto da loja primeiro. Não quero perder nada. Aí eu abro. Ah!
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen.
Segundo. Hell yeah! Nossa, muito foda! Que legal! Fica sem calça! Fica assim.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring a supposedly stalwart as the crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work
Asinina.
of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over what's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
Ok. Tomo da magia fascista.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Avabrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the film. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Ian Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a...
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though.
She understands she is aired against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an
Nossa, pior que...
educational tool, delving into the depths of history. A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine universal understandings of the inauthentic system, creating a fresh vantage point, a shift in the tired order of things. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Ixi, Maria, que bosta. O foda é porque eu não perguntei nada das outras prateleiras pra mulher. E nessa que eu perguntei, o Império Interior falou isso. Mas de qualquer forma não tenho dinheiro, então não faz diferença.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. The north coast of Averted Island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction.
Vai dar uma hora, tem que voltar lá no...
Rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
No...
It's
Na cozinha.
somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Faubourg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere but Jamrock and close to Coal City. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme,
Ile de Fantôme,
Ozone, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer,
Face à la mer.
North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of them, in the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Eu?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozone, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai,
Olduvai,
on Laurentide,
Laurentide,
Diora of the Seven Seas,
Diora of the Seven Seas.
lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north East Azimuth. Samara is the East Azimuth.
Azimuth.
Zeno is the West Azimuth. E Solas, they're called.
Eu gosto dessa palavra. Azimuth.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore.
Shit.
And besides, you can scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it.
Oh, bye bye.
It's 90 cents though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the force statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. It'd be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these things are bad for business.
Meu Deus do céu. Eu vou, hein? Fui.
Slowly, you move your hand toward the map attached to the...
Perhaps not. It's against our scene policy to defraud small business owners.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Deixa eu ver esse aqui primeiro. Pedintira. Não terminou ainda. Tá. Botão de interagir no inventário.
The wall
Ah,
map
sim.
features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across roofs, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and
Ush.
select the map tab.
Eu tenho um journal. Ah, tá. Esse journal. Ah. Oh, foi bom ter comprado isso. Mas não dá pra interagir? É porque eu sou burro. Ah, não. Tá, entendi. Tá, eu acho que eu entendi.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. But it's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on the shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Aham, interessante.
Come, sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Cara, essa mulher aí é uma bruxa. Oxi. Tá bom. Deixa eu ir lá no canto. Cortina. Não tem mais nada a ver, não.
Curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A door stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond
Credo aí.
understanding.
Esqueci o que eu ia falar. O pior que não tá legal isso aqui não, hein?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one is there.
Oh! Ué. Ai. É. Pensei que ele ia chutar. Não dá isso.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright? He's looked.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break out the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the holy walls on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed.
Lembrei que eu ia dizer, muitas vezes eu termino de ler antes do narrador, mas como você disse que gosta de ouvir o narrador falar, tento deixar ele falar no máximo possível. Às vezes dá preguiça.
Now, I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them.
Mascate dos livros. Eu vou lá na cozinha. Mascate dos livros. Oh, tinha um cara aqui, não? Ah, não, tá aqui.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial.
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every
Michi.
other sad, lost person on this earth.
Yes! Finalmente!
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn.
Meu
Just
Deus.
that tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in battery with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, summer 31. Dingle faces.
Pô, eu não sei se eu quero prometer esse aqui não, hein?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone beside. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Certo.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy. Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything,
Ugh.
but I
Ah,
suppose
tá.
it would be nice to get it back. I hope you're able to pawn that old trinket.
Ah, isso é bom, hein? Pô, eu não quero penhorar o bagulho dela não, é problema meu.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
Eu tenho cheiro de pinheiros.
A
Opa!
thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goransi and Kubek. It must be his name. Goransi. Goransi Kubek. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Ai, credo.
The man ponders his cooking.
Não fala nada!
You see
Ah.
a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple block. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is the
Consigo.
door stands silent, unmoved by it.
Se eu segurar o botão direito, olha só, eu consigo. É a mesma coisa do tab, dá pra ver. Ah, tem como piorar esse aqui também. Pô, legal. Existem portas estranhas do Whirling. Ninguém sabe para onde elas conduzem. Encontre o caminho e veja o que está escondido. Lá no canto esquecido no albergue da cafeteria. Ué, eu não tenho pé de cabra?
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The thick old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Uai, pega o pé de cabra.
You see
Como é que eu ajo? Olha, minha cabeça mexe quando eu vejo também. Percebi isso agora só.
You see a heavy steel door.
Ué, os pés de cabra, filho. Ah, nem. Ah, nem.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk. Dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. He looks at the dust on his finger and wipes it off.
Não, não tem não. Não tem não.
Yes.
Ah, tá. Deixa eu ver.
The worker is in a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. You found
Puta que pariu!
the carabiner, but to no avail. Like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing? You're gonna get caught.
Stop finger fucking him, officer!
Que
I'm
horror.
responsible for these oaks and their stuff. Even Sleepy there. Fine, fine. Finger bang him then. I don't care.
To be honest, he's correct. Police officers
It was just an idea. Come on, relax. It didn't turn out well. Doesn't mean it was bad.
Vou escutar um ronquinho dele. Nossa, veio aqui pra nada então. Ó, apareceu ali. Equipei o pé de cabra. Só que mesmo assim eu consegui abrir a porta. Não apareceu a ação. Vou ver alguns tutoriais depois.
Old court
Meu Deus do céu!
lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Jesus Cristo. Ah, não.
Calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys.
A single beep indicates that the line, you ring the doorbell, but no one answers. All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell,
Eu acho que só vai...
nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box, this button looks new, but
Oh, this button is new. It's probably not connected yet.
silence, silence, silence. You hear
Opa.
static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Titan Penny on the message. Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
You. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came here, as if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting...
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 main cards on the call box read. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter.
Tá bom. Que doideira. Salvou. Mano, eu acho que é... O nome dele é Michel, então.
See a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza hotel.
Eu só... Mano, eu não consigo passar em nenhum teste, cara.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty.
Será que se eu tivesse me feito essas perguntas antes, influenciava no teste? Provavelmente, né? Eu queria achar logo o corpo, não faço ideia de onde que tá. Tá perto de... Ah, tá aqui. Bacana. Ô, guri! Amém. Ah, esse é o Kuno que tava ligando lá pra Presence. Esqueci o nome dela, da dona da livraria. Pig?
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! Take a cover!
É, tô drogado.
Fuck no, Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking
you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Kuno pig? The fuck are you calling a dead person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud that he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Save!
Help! He's got the Kuno out! Help! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You
Fix it in, Kuno! Somebody please!
Porra!
Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You shouldn't, because you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up means he succeeded.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Ah, vai se fuder. Larguei. Eu não queria ser preso, né? Eu sou polícia, né? Por que eu vou ser preso? Que bosta.
Right, pig, this is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Shitload, pig. What you...
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Probably clown. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean. Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Caralho. Já tô cansado de dar Kuno, porra. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Ó. Toma.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno, you should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a message.
Tá bom.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Que moleque chato. Ai.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Porra!
You are a super detective. You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Tem que parar de fazer teste imbecil. Mas é complicado porque eu nunca sei quando eu vou ganhar uma arma.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material etonite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Ué? Ah, não dá pra vir aqui não? Que jeito não.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like an organ in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears still. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw it if it's right. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kino!
Hobo cop.
Opa! Legal.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo path takes you? To the bar, the old Elysium, to the pier or the sewers, to Le Royale, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Armacan beast.
Armacanianas.
Most sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Pra que serve isso aqui? É tipo uma árvore de habilidades? Esqueça. Bônus de reflexão. Revela edições de garrafa descartáveis extra especiais de colecionador do mapa. Mais dinheiro por venda. Opa, legal. Capacidade de aprendizagem de calafrios aumentado para 6. Ah, é só uma... É bad, tipo... Tá.
There he still is.
Enfim. Eu tenho que fazer o bagulho de vomitar? Provavelmente, né?
There he still is. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you've expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Vomito.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making it worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely you can handle the smell, unlike you.
There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the rolling mill. If she works here, she might have something for us.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Legal. Entendi. Pegar a Mônica Jardineira ou da loja da frente, vai facilitar o processo. Tinha outra coisa pra eu ver aqui, mas eu não sei o que é.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Confabule comigo.
Murder was the case. They gave me. I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Ah, é Kuno S. É tipo. Ele só que mulher.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come to the woods, good David. You don't want to go there with me.
Don't be traumatizing it.
Ó, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Povo antipático. Tá? Ninguém simpático. Tem mais pra ver aqui. Povo desagradável. Ninguém me quer aqui.
This trash container is locked. It's like there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still, just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock. The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
We could try using a pry bar, the one we took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Royal New Right. He probably has one.
Porra. Não tá fazendo nada! O tempo é de carro. Opa. Eu tô com ele equipado, inclusive. Nossa, ele me deu o lencinho dele. Que fofo, vender, velho. Ah, eu corro! É só clicar 2 vezes. Olha que legal. Gostei.
You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and the zoot. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in. Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like, a strike negotiator.
Ah, yes, from the White Axe. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ching, ching.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs.
Minha nurse.
You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off some, to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Think,
What's better than chasing transient? The more transient, the better. When one's in there, he tries his best to look raunchy, but there's a rigidity. as if trying to conceal something more still.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Ah, bom.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of foul cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped abroad in the off-season. Though even making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this world.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically
Não melhorou.
against his arm.
Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the Oscar out elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Brick. With 3 T's. The other shawl's weird. Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Tá, eu não vou tentar esse negócio dele não. Vai que... Eu não sei, é porque fica aqui, né, ó. Aqui, os brancos. Mas... eu não sei o quão bom é eu tentar um negócio que eu sei que eu vou conseguir. Até pela moral, né. Nossa. Romanox.
An old monument stands in the middle.
Ah, era aquele negócio que eu...
Pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece.
que a moça tava falando.
Secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest evil
Yes!
of the Philippian kings. Old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Rivershaw. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers.
É Luís XIV, né? Rei Sol.
Gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bear, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his favorite addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. Purple. Philippian cocaine was purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Elysium Bay. Cocaine. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Beneath the cold waters of the Elysium Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum, the original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution when Martinez was 11. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to the statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen
Nossa, que
instant,
ideia
a
horrível.
rare butterfly trapped in amber.
Não, a ideia em si não é ruim não, mas parece muito difícil ser bem colocado, tanto é que aqui tá um lixo.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Eba! Ah, é, eu tenho isso, né? De ganhar coisas, as minhas coisas. Nossa, eu perco também. Mais um, mais um. Aqui é menos um. Menos um de savoir-faire também. Quem é ele?
The small, wrinkled woman
Skin.
does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and it's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead. No response wherever this woman is. Your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Credo. Tá bom. Nossa. Confusão aqui, hein? Não dá pra falar? Nossa, tem um cara bem aqui. Vou lá nele primeiro. Calma aí. Boa tarde.
Don't you welcome to Revachol. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island near 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol.
Welcome to Episódio. Millionaire.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officer. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh?
Ah, tá.
The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if people who've studied these things say that you, me, are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, we can see the merits in that.
Oh?
Ah!
Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Don't you tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the
Cargo.
workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. The strike? No, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just a lack apples. Fine.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Eu acreditei no cara, meu! Pô! O cara falou de maçã, eu acreditei! Ué!
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some apples. Yeah, apples?
He's given you the runaround.
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need after listening to his garbage.
Can't have it. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. But, what, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be offended.
Que bosta. Todo mundo tira uma merda. Se eu tivesse uma arma. Ah, frite aqui. Eu vou falar com esse cara aqui primeiro. Pera aí. Negócio aqui. Olha.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grant-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers. In the back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the door.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Like you, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Pô, rouba aí, ué. Rouba alguma coisa aí, ó.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Yes. People get that so you really don't have to keep saying it.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are
O macho alfa de ombros largos se vira pra você. Ele é bem mais alto que todos os outros.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Couldn't handle us. Cause isn't worth the strength. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Maybe you should ask them questions, like why we're not allowed. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards haven't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. We'll take heavy ordnance to bust it open and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny nest punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Seminoles guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind it. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get... Leave the button unguarded. Then, charge.
Uma cunha quadrada perfeita com pouca barba.
Honest men and women with rights, work, be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their back boss. I know nothing about it, Bert.
The mention of the killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through them. Interesting.
Wouldn't put it past these Harvard bugs. They keep anything. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup and open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter. Pity.
Let us work!
Tá bom. Gri. O que tá acontecendo aqui, cara? Ai, calma.
Scott? Good one, officer. Don't worry. We here have solidarity with the RCM. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strike? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, policia. It wasn't me. You can look.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Seminoles supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing of the organization.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Yes!
He lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out. Still better than scavenging. You lost me there, Honcho. But it's okay as long as you're not a sorry-ass scab.
Falar com o Craniometrista. Eu sei que tô esquecendo alguma coisa. Ah, é a frete. Frate. Eu não li. Em caso de greve, alguma coisa. Ah, são várias mulheres falando pra ele, entendi.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy really hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
You have succumbed to our rule. You reek of it. An invisible sword of our rule emerged.
Ah, de culo. Ah, tá.
You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach,
Nossa.
got drunk and drowned.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are but a vessel. Occidental haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. It
Show him the hand still got it.
jerking motion. Signs of neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful, but you gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, raised, you dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But you will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind me, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When the walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved governor. Inside, we will store the old
Microcephalics.
sexuality you call art, and your microcephalics. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision, as it means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have... Rock and roll is moribund. Only Quakers listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Uplocal, we are the future. That I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the gray mass. Oh no. I have heard about it.
You would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
I'm from Kuran. And no, it is not just a revolution. The city is central to this. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be a really good one. There always is.
Race is reality. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and feature. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw.
Indicativo de esquizofrenia de responsabilidade sexual.
Sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, it is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of alcohol. From what remain of your features, this leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murder. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rebasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary and sober.
Nossa.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets. That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual
Serve do algo.
who
Toma!
handmaid of our guru.
Nossa, estou nadando.
Your little fist is in his giant hand.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
Your fist
Porra!
right at him. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more.
The words to the song have changed.
Morri! Ixi, Maria, velho.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Ai, meu Deus.
Yeah, screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. There's no shame
Ah.
now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Cop suffers final heart.
Tira sofre infarto fulminante.
RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean.
Ai, começa do início! Ah, mano, qual é? Qual é, cara? Ah, mano. Ai, se fuder, mano, fudeu. Não, acho que tem o jogo salvo de ontem ainda. Tem. Ai, cara, vai se fuder esse jogo, mano. Que é isso? Nossa, vai encerrar aqui, eu abro outro. Meu Deus do céu. Vai se fuder, mano, que susto. Nossa, vai se fuder. Ai, cara. Tá, mas enfim, legal. Que isso aqui? Tá, então não quero não. Nossa senhora, que raiva, mano. Pô, primeiro que eu morri de infarto, o cara mexendo no meu punho. Tá? Só porque eu não falei que eu era um bêbado. Não me... Ah, tem que continuar aqui. Eu não me arrependo. Tá? Não me arrependo. Mas, é isso. Eu vou encerrar. Vou comer esse der pique. Nossa, botei mal de longe. Tem que falar com esse cara de novo. Provavelmente falar com esse aqui de novo. Quer dizer, não. Já falei com esse. Tem que falar com esse, com aquele e com o lá de cima. Agora são 8h45, 5 de junho, dia 2 de Elysium. Muito legal, muito divertido. Espero que o áudio tenha ficado melhor. Eu acho que o microfone ficou melhor, acho que ficou o áudio do jogo melhor também. E é isso. Beijinho, até o próximo vídeo.